Despite tons of new leaks basically screaming that the new episode will be the craziest one yet, things might actually turn out completely differently. We've already got official confirmation that Ribbit will play an important role in the upcoming episode. We know that Jax's mental state will keep getting worse. We know the most likely adventure setting, and we also know that episode 7 will bring real chaos and finally start revealing the true story behind the digital circus. All this hype is making everyone go crazy waiting for the new episode, but let's not forget that Gooseworx once said that starting from episode 6, things would spiral into complete madness, and to some extent, that actually turned out to be true. Because of that, everyone's expecting the story to keep escalating, and a lot of fans are convinced we're about to see something absolutely mind-blowing. But it's important to remember that when the creators talked about the end of the so-called calm era of the digital circus, they might have meant something completely unexpected. And today I'll explain why you might be misunderstanding the new episode and what Gooseworx really meant. Pretty much everyone right now is sure Jax is going to be the key player of the new episode, because we haven't seen that kind of madness from anyone else, like we did from him in episode 6. We'll talk about that too, but it's important to get that the chaos we're in, 4 is going to hit every single character, and I'm 100% sure the start of the episode's going to be pretty chill like we always saw.
Whoa! That sure could have gone better. But I'm sure the next adventure will be less... what? Shit.
Can you toss that back up here?
Making good use of your parts gimmick, huh?
Oh, shut up.
What are you doing up there?
I'm hiding from Kane. I think I overheard him talking to Bubble about an in-house adventure, and I'm not gonna be part of it.
And only after that, the main stuff's going to kick in. It's key to get that among all the characters, including Kane. We've now got the ones who turned out the most important overall and the ones who, let's say, spiced the show up. Most fans picked Jax, Pomni, Regatha as the main ones that the chaos is going to start with. You can also throw in Kane, who's glitching and getting more and more pissed off with every new episode.
Well, if you're all gonna be such critics, why don't you suggest a better one? Oh, Zooble, you mismatched cash piano, I'll tear you to pieces! Constructive criticism would be greatly appreciated. I can't tell a compelling story where nothing bad happens. Where's the intrigue, the stakes? Or, yeah, we could all just shoot each other. Here, have guns. I don't care anymore. I didn't say have fun.
It's just a little aimless.
Use the sights.
Kane!
Ugh, fine! We're bringing teams back.
And that post-credits scene straight up shows that Kane's totally and irreversibly losing his mind. I'm more than sure episode 7's gonna start with a scene where Pomni and Regatha are talking about what they agreed on during the Favorite Character Awards. Then, classic style, Kane shows up, and this time he definitely ain't gonna compromise or look for some comfy adventure for the folks in the digital circus. In episode 5, we clearly saw that Kane can pull everyone to him from any corner of the circus, and even without any physical interaction, drag them all into a new adventure. Kane's really on the edge now, and his main job is to keep the folks in the digital circus entertained, and since day after day they keep refusing his own adventures, it's just making him worse and worse. Kane's decision to send the characters into a new adventure against their will could end up being one of the key moves that kick off the chaos. I feel like that new adventure they'll get dragged into against their will is going to be pretty short, and since we know the new episode's going to be really long, there's a chance that after that, we'll see another adventure. But that's not exactly what we're talking about right now. After they get back from whatever Kane cooked up, the real riot's going to blow up in the digital circus. Since Kane's slowly losing self-control more and more, there's a pretty good chance something in his adventure is going to end up hurting one of the characters, and when they come back, they're going to start telling Kane everything they think about him and his adventures. That kind of attitude from the digital circus folks ain't going to go unnoticed by the admin, and in response, he's going to start spilling everything he thinks about them. From episode 3, we remember what happens when Kane loses control. Back then, Zooble managed to stop him, but we all get that his instability's just getting worse. And in episode 7, nobody's going to be able to hold back this, let's say, destruction of the digital circus. Y'all remember how in episode 2, Pomni fell through the textures. Since the digital circus ain't really any different from Candy Kingdom overall, they can pull off something similar here too. And after a massive glitch, all the characters will end up in a place like that. But this time, there ain't gonna be any gummy goo, just the 6 main digital circus characters, and that's where the really important stuff's gonna kick off. At that point, all the characters are gonna realize it can't go on like this, and that's where we circle back to our sorta split between main and, exaggeratedly speaking, side characters. From the moment they fall through the textures, every single character is gonna be crazy important, and it won't matter if it's Gangle or Jax. I feel like it's gonna be Gangle who reminds everyone that at the very start, Pomni kept going on about some kind of exit. But before they all team up as one to get out of the digital circus, they gotta deal with some problems that are right here, right now, and the most obvious one's probably gonna be getting Jax back to normal, cause after episode 6, it's legit scary what's gonna happen to him.
Without honorable mentions and subcategories. That's right, it's bad. Unlike my show, which is good.
God, you look stupid.
Also, Pomni's gonna be insanely curious why Jax acted like that back then.
Oh, we make such a good team. We could just be winners as a team.
We're not a team, come on.
What do you mean? Yes, we are.
Delusional. Because I didn't fight back, that means I secretly care about you? I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest.
At that point, Jax is already gonna get that there's no turning back, and that's when he's gonna start honestly telling what's really going on with him. I think that's when they'll show us his memories of Ribbit, who's been hinted at for the 2nd episode in a row. After that story, Jax might even shed a few tears, and that's when the hidden hero of the digital circus steps in, Kinger. We've seen plenty of times how he can be totally level-headed, and I'd even say wise. Kinger's perfect for the role of a therapist, and it's pretty likely that after all that Jax just shared, Kinger's gonna pull him aside and have a real heart-to-heart. And considering that up till now all, let's say, therapy sessions ended up working out, I'm sure that after this, Jax is gonna be a totally normal character and finally be able to drop that tough guy mask. In short, everyone's gonna be cheering on Gangle so she can live without her comedy mask. The friendship between Pomni and Regatha is gonna get even stronger. Overall, after falling through the textures, everyone's gonna get way closer to each other. Then Kinger's gonna step in again with his, let's say, superpowers.
Here, take this.
Well, wait. What did you just do? What was that?
It's a butterfly. It can restore your health.
Did Kane mention that?
Oh, nah. I made it up.
And bring everyone back into the digital circus. By that time, Kane's gonna calm down and things will get back to normal. And that's when the whole crew's gonna start planning their escape from this trap and looking for that very door. I've got a hunch that after they get back, we might see one more small adventure, this time actually chosen by the characters themselves. We remember that episode 7 turned out way too massive at first, so they had to split it into 2 separate episodes, linked by the same storyline. In that case, I'm sure episode 7's gonna end with someone from the characters finally being able to find that very door after a long search, and that's gonna be how the episode wraps up. In the end, we're gonna get an episode that kicks off all the chaos, but at the same time sets us up for the really insane stuff that's gonna go down in episode 8. As usual, I'm waiting for your thoughts in the comments and see you soon.